Hello people of the world, I'm FIDI. I'm a young artist who hasn't had proper fun in drawing. In months, I don't really remember the last time I really enjoyed drawing, and that sucks. So I wanted to change that, and for years I've heard of The Artist's Way, which is supposed to be like a great book to help artists unblock their creativity and just help them with that stuff. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I have the audiobook available, so I listened to the first chapter, and now I'm gonna share my thoughts and opinions, and also just record my journey. This is just my initial thoughts before actually beginning the whole thing. So if you're interested in my journey or think your situation might be similar, feel free to grab a tea, draw something if you can, and listen to me ramble. Because I won't generalize things. I won't try to give everyone something interesting in this video, because there are plenty videos about The Artist's Way that do that try to help everyone. I'm just trying to share my own thoughts and situation and opinions, so that maybe people that are in similar situations can relate. Maybe it's oddly specific stuff that really helps to hear that other people feel the same. So I thought I'd share my side, and maybe people find it relatable. Maybe I'm the only one that feels this way. So let's start. How did I even get into this now? I just finished listening to Sunrise on the Reaping because I'm an audiobook girl. I'm not that big of a reading person because I need to be able to do stuff while I consume media. And then I found that I had The Artist's Way in my library, so big thanks to my aunt. And I had heard about that book for a while now, and realizing that I was in a situation that was really unfortunate, and I don't have any creativity, I don't know what to draw, I don't have inspiration. I'm kind of sad because of this art block, because I haven't really enjoyed drawing in a while. I decided to give it a shot, because what else am I gonna listen to? And I listened to the whole introduction and the first chapter. And after that, in the evening, that was yesterday, I watched some videos on The Artist's Way by other people. Because, to be completely honest, I did not find this beginning introduction chapter intriguing whatsoever. I thought okay, maybe I expected too much, but this really doesn't speak to me. Because, as I said, I'm a young person. Art isn't locked away for me. It's not something that I've just suppressed for the whole years of living and now I want to come back to it. No, it's been something that I have been practicing, but recently I've just not really done it because I don't know. The other thing is that I have a very supportive social environment. My family, my friends, everyone around me is very supportive of my creativity and my drawings and everything about that. So when I heard that the first chapter was basically about finding people that have hurt your inner artist child in some way that made you now suppress art, I couldn't relate. I'm gonna be totally honest. Because I just haven't had that person. At least I don't remember anyone. And because I only listened to it, and on 1.1 speed, because I'm an impatient little girl, it really didn't appeal to me. And the tasks also felt because I didn't remember any person like that, why should I do the tasks? And after watching the videos on The Artist's Way in the evening, I really realized, okay, you can't just have the audiobook, you have to have something visual as well, because I looked up some PDF version of it, and it looks obviously it would look like in a book with the tasks all numbered and all that stuff. And then I realized, oh, these are actual tasks, because after listening to the first chapter I was okay, but what am I supposed to do now except for artist dates and morning pages? So if you're gonna start it, do not just listen to the audiobook, don't make my mistake. I'm probably gonna re-listen to the introduction and the first chapter now. Of course a physical copy would be the best option. I currently am not quite there yet to invest and buy one, because I'm not quite sure if it helps me, because the first chapter's been meh. But I might. I'm open to the idea. The only thing that I had heard about the Artist's Way beforehand was the morning pages. You're supposed to write 3 pages of stream of consciousness, which means just writing everything down that comes to your head, even if it says like, I don't know what to write, just write that. And I have tried to do them once before even like actually getting into the book and knowing what they're about. So I have had an attempt that failed, because I don't usually have the time to do that much writing in the morning, because I go to school, I have to get up early, and I wasn't ready to get up even earlier just to write some stream of consciousness. But right now, I don't know if you know, I am currently in Brighton in England, because I'm here for a year abroad, and I have quite the long way to school with a bus. So I decided I have time on the bus, I can just ride on the bus. I know riding on buses really sucks, but it's better than nothing, so I'm gonna do that. We'll see where that leads me. It's supposed to help a lot, and I can see that it helps me in the future once I've gotten into it, so I have to start. And now the artist dates, which is something where you make time for yourself alone without any friends or family, to just go on a date with yourself once a week for like 1, 2 or 3 hours, and do something fun that like refills your inspirational energy, creativity, whatever. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it like very specifically, this is gonna be my artist date this week, because I have quite a lot of opportunities and time to do fun things by myself here in Brighton, because I don't have like the responsibilities of actually being good at school and all that stuff that I will have once I get back to Germany, which is gonna be in 1 month. I'm a little terrified about that, but we're not talking about that right now. And so, for example, today I went to Brighton and I bought myself the little journal, because it was recommended that you like get yourself a little pretty journal and treat yourself to make this whole experience a little more fun, and that's what I decided to do. I usually do not spend a lot of money on books, like stationery books, because people gift them to me because I'm really obsessed with them, and it's difficult for me to spend money, but I love stationery. But yeah, that's another thing. But I really wanted to treat myself with that, so I got a really pretty one. I have it here with me. I love it. Wow. And yeah, buying that made me happy and look forward to the whole process. It's supposed to be 12 weeks. The thing is, I'm a perfectionist. I might be a little acoustic, I don't know. And so it's really not difficult for me to force myself to follow through with things. So recently I found that it's better for me, it's like more positively therapeutic for me to actually not follow through with things, because that's not what I'm used to. So in the past, when I've like set my mind to something, either because it was the logical thing to do or I just thought I had to do it, like for example, be very good in school, I would do anything in my power to do it and achieve that goal, even if that meant like basically destroying myself and bringing myself to burnout. And so I think not forcing myself to follow through with something can be quite helpful for me, which is why I'm very conflicted with this thing, because it's supposed to be something like you have to commit and that helps you. Like for example with the morning pages, doing them every day, I do plan on doing that, I want to do that, but I don't want to force myself if it's gonna be negative in the long run. And yeah, so I'm really conflicted because you're supposed to do like the whole thing, follow through with the whole 12 weeks and do everything, and I know that if I set my mind to do that, I will, but I don't know if that's gonna be the best thing to do for myself. So we'll see. But there was like this little contract you're supposed to write. And I did write it in pink because I found a pink pen in my pencil case. I love that. And what I found is that I wrote it in a very ugly version of my handwriting because it was difficult to write like this. And I decided to go with it because this book isn't supposed to be about perfection. It's supposed to be addressing issues and stuff like that. So why should even the contract be perfect? If this isn't perfect, I'm a lot less stressed about the rest being perfect. And okay, the contract goes as follows. Your name, my name is FIDI, so I put I FIDI. Understand that I am undertaking an intensive guided encounter with my own creativity. I commit myself to the 12-week duration of the course. I, FIDI, commit to weekly listening, because I don't have the book version, I'm gonna listen. Not reading, it's supposed to say reading. Daily morning pages, a weekly artist date, and the fulfillment of each week's task. Full stop, theoretically. I added to the best of my ability. Because that makes me feel more at ease. Because this is a fucking contract. I want to try to fulfill it. And if it says to the best of my ability, then I will fulfill it if I tried. And if I fail, that's totally fine. So that's what I did. It really helps me, like, mentally. I, FIDI, understand that this course will raise issues and emotions for me to deal with. I, FIDI, commit myself to excellent self-care, adequate sleep, diet, exercise, and pampering for the duration of the course. Signature and date. It's the 10th of May right now. I have no idea when I'm gonna edit this video because there's a backlog, let's say it like that. And yeah, so I've got this book for the whole journaling part. I don't want to do my artist pages in that. I bought 3 other books for that. I wanted to have something where I can like have a folder and put pages in so that I don't have to carry a book on the bus and therefore for the whole day. But I didn't find anything. So I found like a spiral bound notebook so it's easier to write. And it was a 3 for 2. So I bought like 2 £1 books as well, which was nice. So I got 3 books for £3, which is amazing. And they're very ugly. So I'm gonna redecorate them. I'll make them pretty somehow because I have way too much stuff and I'm not gonna be able to bring all this like scrap pieces of paper back to Germany. So I'm gonna use them now to make my books pretty. Wow! And yeah, I have no idea where this is gonna bring me. This might be a difficult journey. It might help me. And maybe I'm gonna give up on it. I don't know. Because I know that when I get back to Germany, I will have a lot to do. So I have no clue if I have the capacity to go through with this. Because it's one additional thing to do. And I'm a little overwhelmed already. But I really hope that this helps me restore my creativity and get over art block. Because in my probably last video, in the beginning of the year, I talked about this and my goals, and that it just sucks not having fun drawing, because it used to be something that brought me so much joy, and now I feel saddened by even thinking about it, which isn't ideal. But yeah, I'm really interested in seeing where this course takes me as a young person as well, because all the videos I saw were of like older people, obviously. Not old as in they're like very old, but older than me. And they seemed to all get a lot from the book because they had certain issues that were addressed in the book, in the introduction already, and I just didn't relate to much of that. When they like showed the list of these things are thoughts that people have about being artists, and this is like the thing that contradicts it or whatever, I didn't relate to any of them. And I know that other people feel like that, I just don't. My problem with art mostly is time. It's a time investment to draw and to improve your art, and I feel like I don't have time if it doesn't bring me joy, and that it just doesn't do currently. So I want to have fun drawing again, and then I'm gonna spend more time doing it, obviously. And I just need some help for that first step, I think. I've got no clue if that like resonates with anyone here, or if anyone even watches this video. No clue. But we'll see where this takes me. I don't know. I'm probably gonna make at least one video about it. Maybe I'm gonna do like weekly things. I don't think so, to be honest, because where do I find the time to do that? But I do want to keep you updated on it. Also just to have a record for myself, to be honest. And maybe it does help someone out there that feels the same and has similar problems. Because I know it feels like shit thinking you're the only one that goes through this thing, and why are you like this? Why do you have this problem? Get over it. That's what I sometimes think. So sharing my problems might help someone. So that's what I'm doing. If you have any thoughts, encouragement, if you have similar problems, if you've tried Artist Way and want to share your thoughts and opinions about it, please do so. I'm really interested in hearing other people's thoughts, and maybe I can help you, maybe you can help me. Let's just chat in the comments, whatever. I hope you have a great day. My day has been really nice because the sun is out, and you may have seen what I've been up to in Brighton, buying some pretty journals and bubble tea and enjoying the sun. And tomorrow is Sunday. I might start tomorrow with the morning pages. Maybe I'm gonna start on Monday. We will see. Yeah. I hope you have a nice day or night or whatever in between, wherever you are. And yeah, bye bye!